Former OPP officer Jason Redmond spent nearly 8 years on paid suspension. After multiple convictions over the years, including drug trafficking and sexual assault, the constable was finally fired last summer. By then, he had already taken home more than $1.2 million in pay. Details of this Brockville case triggered public outrage. But it's just one of more than 450 cases of suspended officers CBC News found through publicly available data in Ontario. Officers were suspended with pay for a variety of allegations, everything from drunk driving to fraud, manslaughter, sexual assault, and intimate partner violence or disciplinary violations. The total cost? More than $134 million since 2013. The longest, most costly suspension is OPP Detective Sergeant James Christie. He's a former police union executive, suspended for 9 years and counting. Christie has been paid more than $1.5 million to stay home from work.
Most police officers are working professionally and doing their jobs properly, but we see these cases, and these are the cases that really, anger people and piss people off.
Since 2010, Ontario police chiefs have lobbied for the ability to suspend accused officers without pay. It's a power other police forces in Canada, including the RCMP, have had for years.
Our legislation will, if passed, provide transparency and clarity to police officers.
The Ford government said it would bring in reform 4 years ago. New legislation finally came into effect this month. But the new suspension without pay provision only applies in certain very serious criminal cases, and only after the approval of a hearing.
To be honest with you, not a lot.
Former Niagara Chief Jeff McGuire doesn't think it will make much of a difference in terms of fewer suspensions with pay.
There are still many opportunities that we believe a person should likely be suspended without pay.
By contrast, the police union is satisfied with the new provisions.
No agency or government department keeps track or makes public the number of police suspensions in Ontario. Critics say that leaves the public in the dark in terms of the scope of suspensions and their outcomes. Julie Ireton, CBC News, Ottawa.